faces, and unlike the presentations that I just saw, Dilek's presentation and many other presentations which happened yesterday and today, my presentation today is not about sustainability. So I know that's sad because I'm known for sustainability and use of recycled denim and Nessie jean. But then let's give it to these 4 big cities who do the fashion shows for us and show us some kind of direction when it comes to trend. So the 4 big cities are the New York, Paris, Milan, and London. And I'm going to cover what was the direction that denim took in these 4 cities in the fashion shows, and how are we going to get inspired from it, if at all, and how are we going to use it in our silhouettes, in our fabric, and more. So trend presentation autumn-winter 23-24. So when I'm talking about the trend, I'm going to divide it in 3 categories, one is the runway analysis, which are basically all the designer denims, very progressive fashion, something which we all look up to. I mean, something which designers look up to, taking inspiration from. And then it is retail analysis, which are the subtler versions of runway fashion, brand offerings new in store for the mass category. So how is the runway fashion getting trickled down to the usability for the mass, right? And the third is the recent denim shows that happened. So first time, 2 months back, Kingston's happened, the physical show, and what we saw over there. So a mix of runway, a mix of retail, and more. So this is what I'm going to talk about in the complete trend presentation. So the runway analysis is basically, following a strenuous post-pandemic landscape. Jeans showed signals of recovery in the last year. So we all know denim kind of took a back seat in the pandemic. People were looking back at more of pajamas and very comfort wear. Then denim started coming into play with softer fabrics, with less ounce denims, and very, very loungy denims kind of a thing. So now I can say since last season and this season, I've started seeing denims that are stiffer, denims that are a little more, I wouldn't say party wear, but yeah, a little more occasion wear, and people are ready to dress up. So this is a big sign for us denim makers that people are kind of coming back, the consumer is back. Now, coming to the details as to what is in, now we're going to talk about that. In terms of women's fits, wide leg jeans maintains its position as the strongest fashion-forward fit, with flared fit leading the trend. So straight fit, yes, it was there last season. Wide leg is the current obsession, apparently. And on these popular fits, details like low-rise cuts and cargo pocket detailing and a fashion-forward look. Skinny jeans continue to slide down as consumers still look towards comfort and slouchy fits. So it's funny, sometime back it was skinny and low-rise. Then came the high-rise and slouchy. And now finally it is slouchy and low-rise. So this is what is the trend for the season. Now at the same time, the desire to dress up and celebrate in 2022 cannot be ignored. Denim brands have party-inspired and occasion wear styles already up. The excessive style of 1980s and the 2000s play a big part in this theme. With the return to social events and seasonal parties, it's likely for retailers to follow the runway trends of the party trend that I'm talking about and focus on dressed up looks to capture these trends. Now, what are the key takeaways from all of this? Are we going to follow this? Are we going to go bling? Are we going to go really low waist? Let's see. There are plenty of design opportunities to explore to get the consumers excited about denim again. Dark and rich denim bases, innovative weft inserts, novel embellishments, digital prints, distressed textures, and many more which can be used to uplift any outfit with a statement style. Of course, this trend of runway fashion would trickle down in a subtle form for retail. So we are not talking about, if we see Diesel's famous, the last fashion show that it did, the famous denim coat. So what is it that we could do for retail? Could we just make a pocket like that? Could we just make, half, like a part of the section of the jeans like that? So we really need to see how to get inspired or see how it fits in the brand language that we own. Last season was all about bold color, and this season it's back to neutrals. In a nutshell, bling and dazzle signal a return to the party season for both men and women, while neutrals offer an appealingly calm counterpart. So there are two different things. One way, on one hand, we're talking about all the bling and party and coming to dress up and all of those kind of denim wear, and on the other hand, we're also talking about lounge-ish and beiges and ecru's and softer fabrics. So there are two things: whether our brand allows us to combine both of them, or with the low-rise jeans that I was talking about, which is the current hit, or what? Let's see. So I'm first talking about women's wear trends, what we saw on the runway. The low-rise jeans, as I was talking about. After a good few high-waist seasons, the low-rise jeans is emerging as the essential item for core denim. The silhouette gains importance as brands explore styling across fits. So as you see, the frayed edge, the pocket facing missing over there, which adds to the glam, the fabrics which have the chintz finish, and the distressed low jeans. So I see low jeans, but I also see the slouchy fit. This is something, and Diesel's, this look is my favorite here, but this is like a common thing which I saw. I did not see even one high-waist jeans, apparently. The utility pant. Cargo pant and elevated utility styling is big on the trend this season as well. Details like cargo, pocket, and cinches are updated to the season's must-have silhouettes, including super wide pants and low-rise fits. So Anaki, this trouser, which is a dark acid wash black color, has 4 bellow pockets and a little, I wouldn't say high waist, but slouchy jeans. This jeans comes across as one of my favorites here, the black acid wash. The party trucker. Now that we're talking about the party wear in denims, we're just not talking about the jeans. We're also saying bling on our ubiquitous trucker jackets and also skirts. All of that would come. Nodding to the powerful dressing of the 1980s, this story is all about finding glam in our ubiquitous trucker jackets. Look for strong padded shoulders, figure skimming silhouettes, high shine finishes, and dramatic sleeves. So Amy's the looks collar, this look, which has, I hope it's an artificial fur that they've used. I think that look, because it's a beautiful looking cord with that fur, I think that takes the cake for me. The denim skirt for women's wear. I think this is the last one for women's wear. The mini skirt emerges as one big trend across all fashion shows. Wrapped detailing, which we see in the Coperni brand, exposed pocket bags, and denim belt styling, which is there from the Diesel. They are all the big details which form a very big trend as the party season is apparently on. Now come the menswear. So as I was saying, getting dressed is a very big trend across menswear and women's wear. But let's see specifically what the runway had to show us. Neutrals. While brights or the bold colors were really a big story the last season, the colors have become subdued for autumn. Layered clothing in buttered neutrals, dusted pastels, and basic overdyes and tie-dyes are seen. So my favorite one is the elevated basics there. And I just like the feel of how comfortable that guy is walking over there in that semi denim ecru looking jacket, the twill jacket. Digital print. I missed Manoj's presentation yesterday, but digital print is one of the biggest trends. I think when it comes to sustainability or the look and feel of the denims, if we can do a lot in digital denims. Clothing in this trend is being designed for digital print. So what I mean by clothing designed for digital print is not, just beautiful looking clothing without pockets and we do the digital denim print on it. It also means that the pattern is made on laser sustainably in a sustainable way, where there is minimum wastage or zero wastage, and then the print is done on it, and then it is cut again on laser. So there is zero wastage of resources, and the end product looks great because the laser finish and the wash and everything is done on it in one go. So trompe-l'oeil effects on Y-Project silhouette, geometric optics, and photoreal stills are the current obsession. So again, my favorite, this is this one, is the undercovers photoreal print of the hand that they've done. Distressed texture. Distressed looks like a big highlight for the upcoming season. Laser etchings, jacquard innovations are looked at for this trend. Again, the Diesel's famous jacket, it definitely took a lot of hours in making that jacket and then washed also. I'm not sure how sustainably this is made, but looks great on the catwalk show. Ombre. Dip-dyed effects emerged as a big trend on the runway. Denim on denim with unique gradient ombre effects has been seen. So again, the soft gradient on the last one, it looks beautiful. So it doesn't matter whether it is denim or it is another twill which is dip-dyed in another color, but ombre is again a big trend. Thank you. I have another presentation. Could you just show that? So this was all about the silhouette side, the menswear and the women's wear, which we saw on the runway. Now I'm going to be talking about what we saw from the fabrics side. Can you show the next presentation, please? If you did not attend, this is going to be giving you a great insight as to what actually was there from a lot of different mills. And yeah, I think you have to go on the page one. This is not the page one. So, yeah, so the denim supply chain event returned in person this time, and there was one common theme which I saw was it was sustainability. Now the focus on sustainability through alternative fiber choices, the wash and dye innovations was seen. Like this was something which was across mills. I don't know if there was any brand or mill that did not talk about sustainability. So very happy because I think this is a trend which I've been seeing since last 4 shows, online first and then physical. Now talking about details of what actually the mills got. Hemp fibers. So hemp was a huge focus. It is still, very big focus over here as well in India. Hemp as a raw material choice broadens, and there are, hemp was a huge focus as raw material choice broadens and more alternatives to cotton are looked at. UV resistance, absorbency, breathability make hemp a great transitional fiber. So, I recently shot a hemp jacket for a client, and the whole look and feel of hemp, which I felt as a denim designer 2 or 3 years back, it was a very hard looking and harsh, coarse fabric. But the recent one which we did for a client, it absolutely felt like cotton, and it actually even felt like maybe a tencel is kind of mixed in it, but it wasn't. It is the whole technology that we are getting into play, hemp mixed with cotton, mixed with something else, and it's no more a coarse fabric. It's no more a coarse fiber. So cone denim did, and Surti denim did, and a lot of other mills. I think almost all the mills had something or the other for hemp as an offering. One of my favorite trends in terms of fabric was the undyed and unprocessed. So in order to reduce unnecessary chemicals, raw materials straight from the source is used, embracing the natural and untreated shades. Result being conscious and a beautiful looking ecru. So of course, shrinkages and all of these things, the pattern changes and all of these things have to be made sure are correct. But the whole look and feel of a raw denim is unmatched. And especially if it is a color like ecru, which is unbleached and undyed, it's a completely different deal. So I think for me, this trend is going to be like a big hit for this season. On the contrary, earth tones were seen. Red, pink, and brown tones are infused into fabric bases for a soft, comforting look. Innovative fabrics. So whether it is a jacquard detail or it's a dyeing effect, which the cone denim did, this one, the middle one in the bottom row, with iron and lemon, there has been an amazing amount of innovation across fabrics. So very relaxed winter hippie look with these kind of dye effects, or this kind of sashiko, a different type of jacquard. I mean, all of this with the soft hand feel is what was seen. Raw softness. So honoring the original denim and embracing its authentic character while updating comfort, dye, and wash techniques. Of course, raw denim comes, it looks beautiful, but it does come with its own challenges like softness and all of that. But these things are either done with a pre-soaked fabric technology, or a different type of a content in the fabrics. But raw denim is again coming back, like how the ecru denim we were talking about. Shades of green. Play on classic construction and wash techniques with fresh updates of nature-inspired outdoor greens. So whether it is the back tint or the weft yarn, I mean, green apparently with blue is a big trend. Stretch. Size-inclusive stretch, recycled elastane, Lycra's T400 eco-made fiber, which claims to be 50% recycled content, were all the highlights. And also Kandiani's eco-stretch. And there are so many more people, so many more manufacturers who are coming up with eco-Lycras, eco-stretch. Monochrome. So washed down black tones create a dark, expressive, and dystopian feel. So again, grays, thanks to social media, hashtag grey denim is a very big trend. Pattern play. Contrasting color and designs give a very fresh look and feel to the denim. So whether it's a print or a laser or in the, in the weft, or just a fabric which is a check, print gives a very good break in the monotony of so many denims that we see in the show. So thank you so much. And this was all about the trend for menswear, women's wear, and the fabric side. Any questions? Yes.
From the physical apparel side, I'd also like to know what is your thought about the digital side of apparels, because
digital side of apparels.
Yeah.
So are you talking about so what specific? Because digital is now a very big umbrella.
Yeah. So it could be metaverse, or it could just be as simple as something like gaming. There are outfits which is on sale in gaming, or any digital, creating avatars and then showing up digitally as your own avatar. So in those lines, if there's anything that you'd like to share.
Interestingly, so I have a brand called Nesse Jean, where we make recycled haute couture, denim couture. And interestingly, I participated in Helsinki Fashion Week, where we had to create digital pieces. So I collaborated with a company called Skotomo Lab, where they rendered all the denims that were physically here in India with me into the digital pieces and on the Clo 3D software. So it was a beautiful experience for me as a designer to see, that the fabrics can actually be. It actually looked like Photoshop. It did not look like they did not look like it's been done on a software. So I think going forward, this could be a trend. So honestly, I did get Vogue's request to dress up Sonam Kapoor on one of the dresses, but it wasn't ready at that time. The idea was to wear it in the digital space and never own the physical garment. It might sound weird in India right now, but it is not as weird in Europe. So people actually buy these digital garments for wearing, taking a picture, posting it on social media, and never actually physically touching the garment or even owning it. So I think if you talk from the angle of sustainability, Sandeep, it's a huge paradigm shift. I mean, if there are people who are obsessed with changing their attires on social media, and that is the reason why they're buying clothes every single day, that is the reason why fast fashion is such a big hit, then why not go in for digital clothing? It is just making you look good. You don't even have to face people. You are in your own shell. You're wearing what you want to wear, and there you go. So whether it is from the consumer point of view or from the designer's point of view, by, we do not waste patterns. We can see, even if you're making the physical clothes, we make 100 samples before just to see. So even if, from the designer's point of view, we do not have to make so much. We can actually see how it is looking just even before making it. So you cut down on so many natural resources. And overall, I think with the technology, it's a very good thing, because there are a lot of other issues also that can be addressed. Like with digital design, how about having a narrative which can be put in say, a Zara store, taking the consumer through a landfill, led river, and telling them, see, this is what you're contributing to buy if you buy if you buy fast fashion, not a Zara store, maybe a Levi's store. And then telling them that, the narrative basically needs to be changed, that you are contributing to these many landfills, you are contributing to this kind of a landfill, and by buying us, you are reducing your carbon footprint by this %. So the whole of this thing addressed to the customer through a digital point of view. I think all of that can definitely, play a very important role. So yes, big thumbs up to digitals.
Thank you.
Welcome. Any more questions with respect to trends, denims, branding?
Questions?
Are we good?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And taking, oh, she's asking, there's one more person.
Yeah, sure.
I think I took a little extra time. That's a question even I was, wanting to ask myself. See, if you remember, low-rise slouch jeans has been famous, I think 15 years back. Everybody, I think when we were in college, we all owned one low-rise cargo, loose-fitted jeans. I think the similar way, even though, I am comfortable right now in the high-waist jeans and seeing people in high-waist and not really skinny and not really low-rise, but I think with the market catching up, you'd not be surprised if you see everybody wearing low-rise. We see everybody wearing high-rise these days, but I think it's just about a year or two when these trends actually trickle down to Indian fashion, and when everybody in India, everybody in denim brands would be talking about only low-rise slouch fits.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Anything else?
So would high-rise be totally out?
I don't think so. See, it really depends. See, these are the runway fashion shows which are giving us a direction, right? So for us to leave our comfort zone of high-rise, loose-fitted, all of those, I think it's very subjective. So if I'm seeing 10 people wearing it, I might not change. But if I see the brands only selling low-rise, like these days, skinny jeans is hardly seen, right? If they're only selling high-rise, I'd buy that. But it really depends on the personal choice as well. So I think for that kind of a shift, everybody needs to sell that. So I don't think high-rise is going to go out so soon. Just like in some brands, there are still skinny jeans selling. So it's a very slow transition is what I would say. Not how they show in the fashion shows, right? Don't be scared, it's going to be there.
So I wanted to know, how do you look at denims for women, considering the fact that in India especially, there are many more challenges to the wardrobe as far as women is concerned. So we saw that for a while, denims actually eluded the wardrobes of women. Are they really coming back? Are they going to be here for a while? How do you see it?
India is still a small section. I mean, that is the truth. And especially for women. For men, I see denim is obviously a big, we see every man has denim in their wardrobe. But in women, yes, most of the women do not wear denims, and that is correct. I think the mindset, I'm nobody to force anybody or judge anybody according to their choices. I mean, it's their choice whether they want to wear it or not. I see denim as a women's wear product in future, because it's getting into more, it's getting into a more kind of a comfortable zone. It's not that stretch skinny anymore where people were like, it's getting, stuck to our bodies and probably this is not a right thing to wear in India. So all of that. So now that the denim is becoming a little more slouchy or airy, I think this is a good time where women can actually go and adapt to denim. And I'm working with a client, working with Fab India, and their denim collection is a very interesting denim collection because they have taken care of this need. They came, they are very clear about it that our women do not wear denim. They love wearing their suits and kurtas. And what do? So we made sure we do not have any, stretches. Even though some percentage is stretch, it's only for the comfort. But nothing is getting stuck on the bodies. And we made sure that it's made in a very decent, in a very decent way. And even the denim shirts and the denim kurtas, lightweight denim, slouch wide leg trousers, a lot of that is being made, and for a customer like them. So I don't think it's going to be. It's a product which all women are going to adapt someday or the other.
And internationally, do you see any issue on the demand when you especially compare it with India, or is it much better?
So internationally, the demand is amazing. Of course, I mean in women's wear especially, I think internationally it sells really well. It was there was a kind of a slump in last 2 years, but then now it is back.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Any more?
Thank you so much. It was lovely meeting you all.